All right. This is my second time doing this video. So I originally had the trailer to Frozen Empire playing in the background so people had something to look at while I talk, and the video got blocked worldwide. So thanks, YouTube. Oh man, this this sucks even more knowing this could possibly happen to that other video I have planned for later on tonight for the Crow, the original Crow film. I wanted to upload my top five favorite moments from that movie, and now I risk the chance of that, or risk the chance of YouTube blocking it worldwide. I hope they do not block it, but I was surprised when they blocked my original video for this with the trailer for the movie playing in the background, and yeah, they just straight up said, nope, nobody gets to see this video. Oh, and I didn't even have the audio playing to the trailer, too. It was on silent while I talked over the footage that's playing in the background, but YouTube was not having it. Uh, well, alright, here we go. Doing this take two. uh, so, went to see Ghostbusters Frozen Empire today, and I was not expecting anything great, but I was not expecting trash either. I was just expecting to have a good time. And after seeing it for myself, I can finally say, or I can safely say, that I had fun watching this movie. I don't know what the critics were talking about. I see a lot of critics on YouTube bashing the hell out of this movie for legitimate reasons, but I think I was perfectly fine that I was perfectly fine of everything that was shown. A lot of the critics were saying that this movie relied heavily on nostalgia instead of just showing, a bunch of new stuff, but I would have to disagree with them. There were tons of new things to see in Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, tons of new things that were going on with the plot. Yes, there were some some callback movies to pick at your nostalgia, and some of those moments were just there just to be there. They were just there without any explanation at all. But those moments were so brief that it didn't even matter to me because it was just like a quick little thing to happen. Like, hey, remember this from the first movie? And then it was gone. They just kept moving on with the story, and I was like, all right, whatever. And I was just having a fun time. This is a fun family-friendly Ghostbusters film, so I don't know what a lot of the critics were expecting. One of the critics I heard said that there were just too many characters to deal with in this movie, and there are a lot of characters. Um, one major criticism I can see is that none of the hero characters, I guess you can call them, when you have like a lot of main or supporting characters that are all like supposed to be the heroes of the film. One major criticism I heard is that none of them suffer any major consequences. Like none of them really gets killed off, and I can see that as being a major complaint in these type of movies because, well, there's quite a bit of plot armor going on with this movie, but you just have to suspend your disbelief and just understand that this is a family or PG-13 family-friendly movie. Very much like how the last one was, Ghostbusters Afterlife. I mean, I remember seeing families going to see that one, and in this one, I seen some kids with their parents having a good time, laughing at all the humor, and that's another thing. To compare this with the previous one, Ghostbusters Afterlife, I would say that this one has a lot more fun and a lot more humor going on with it. Yes, most of the humor is a bit silly, but I was in the mindset of looking at it as if it was similar to the Ghostbusters animated series, which was called The Real Ghostbusters. That's how mindset or blah, I can't talk. That's how my mindset was going into this. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to accept this as part of the animated series, or if this was a animated series, a Ghostbusters animated series, because If all of this was shown in like a really long animated episode, it would be completely acceptable. But I guess for a live action movie, there's going to be some things where you're just going to have to suspend your disbelief on for a movie like this, especially with the plot armor stuff going on. Which, yes, there's quite a bit of that, and some of that I can understand can be either very annoying or slightly annoying. For me, it was slightly annoying because I understood what type of movie this is, and yeah, I understand how that could be completely aggravating in any movie when you're dealing with plot armor, when, when the bad guy does something or about to does something to the good guys, but they don't really push it all the way to the point of, killing off the characters. They just kind of like let them survive, and it's like, well, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're just this powerful being that could kill everybody. What? So that, stuff like that, you're just gonna have to either let it slide, or if it aggravates you, I don't know what to say. I mean, Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire is not the only movie to do plot armor stuff, but anyways, I had fun. There were so many just new exciting things to see, like new exciting ghosts to see, and that's why I was putting myself in the mindset of the animated series, because that was part of the charm of the animated series, is seeing like what brand new ghost or creature they will have to face in the next episode, And the humor, I did like the humor quite a bit. Uh, I think a lot of critics were critical of that because I think they were. Well, to be honest, I don't know what the critics were expecting. Maybe they were expecting something a little bit more serious. Maybe something that's more for adult fans. But this one falls in the lines of being for uh, for adults and for a much younger age group. So yeah, I feel like a much younger age group will have a fun time with this movie as much as the adults who grew up on the Ghostbusters movies, obviously. But yeah, if you're expecting something a little bit more hardcore, like a super serious Ghostbusters where there's consequences and there's a lot of blood and gore, this is not it. This is 100% a family friendly movie. Um, but yeah, I have no idea what the critics were expecting. I've heard some critics say that this was just as bad as the 2016 reboot movie, and I don't know where they were getting that from. This is not as terrible as that movie. No, no, this is not. I would not even compare this to the 2016 reboot. No. I would say I enjoyed this just as much as I enjoyed Afterlife. Do I enjoy it more than the original two movies? Their first two films? No, because those two will always be one of my, top five or top 10 favorite films of all time. Um, I would say more so the first one than the second one, even though I enjoyed the second one. So many people bash Ghostbusters 2, but I enjoyed it for what it was. 2016 one can go disappear out of existence forever. But when Afterlife came out, yes, they relied heavily on nostalgia for that one, bringing back a lot of member berries. And I can understand why a lot of people would be critical of that. I was perfectly fine with it. And when they announced Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, I was like, all right, well, they did tons of nostalgic stuff in Afterlife. I'm ready to see new stuff and the story moving forward in Frozen Empire, and I felt like I got what I went into the theater to see. So, and again, I was not expecting it to be garbage, but I was not expecting greatness. I was just expecting to have a good time, and that's exactly what I got. Um, if I would have to give it a score, I honestly don't know what score I would give it. But if I had to give it either a thumbs up and a thumbs down, I would give it. Mm, I would give it one thumb and a half. Yeah, one thumb all the way up, and the other thumb up. Or no, one thumb all the way up, and the other thumb is like halfway in between. because I feel like there was a lot of uh, a lot of weird things going on with the writing, with the plot armor stuff, and oh, what else? Oh, the climax of the film, which I feel like a lot of people might have issues with. I was all right with it. I was like, all right, it is what it is. I was having a fun time with the rest of the movie. That the climax of the film is not going to it's not going to ruin the entire experience for me. Now, if I did not have fun with the movie, if the rest of the movie was trashed, then yeah, I'd be like, oh man, that climax sucked. But since I was having fun all the way through the very end, I was like, you know what? This is a nice, fun Ghostbusters nice, fun, family-friendly Ghostbusters movie. Very much looking forward to seeing what they do with the next one. Um, but yeah, I just want to give my quick thoughts about this. I know this is not really much of a review, but more of like just expressing my thoughts about the movie, I guess. uh, yeah, I don't know what the critics were expecting because I've seen a lot of critics bash on this movie, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I was just in the mindset of hey, this is on par with a or one of the animated series, and I can enjoy it for that. All right, so sucks that my original video got blocked worldwide. This is just this cannot possibly get blocked. I only have a image of the poster and the logo on the screen with my avatar with Slimer in the background. So YouTube, please, please, for the love of God, YouTube, let this stay up. All right, guys, I have one more video to upload for tonight, and it's for one of my favorite movies, The Crow, 1994 one, of course. But if it gets blocked, I'm gonna be so aggravated because I put I don't want to say a lot of editing work into that one, but I did edit a, a lot of my favorite clips together, and I just want it to be uploaded. That's all. I know I cannot possibly be monetized. I know that for a fact, you know, because it's copyrighted stuff. So I'm not going to do that. But I just want it to be seen. Uh, anyways, guys, fun week this week. I'm just feeling nostalgic and like a kid again because, well, personally, Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire was fun. For me, it was fun. X-Men '97 came out this week or debuted this week on Disney Plus. That turned out to be a huge hit amongst a lot of people, even though fans are still divided from what I've seen. uh, Beetlejuice teaser trailer just dropped, and that made me giddy, made me feel like a kid again. Alien Romulus trailer dropped this week. There's just so much nostalgic crap that's happening. Holy man. Just when I thought I couldn't feel like a kid again, and I still do. I guess part of me still feels like I have an inner child, I guess. All right, later. Hopefully my next video doesn't get blocked. If it does, well, that sucks. All right, peace.